All right, guys, so we're getting into another superset series for arms. Nasty pump. So the big one with this one is you're going on stretch. So we're going to do an alternate seated dumbbell curl right into a French curl. So it's more like a skull crusher, but it's the dumbbell, double dumbbell extension as you're sitting back. So let's get into the double dumbbell curl. I prefer just basically sitting up. So you can still get into an incline bench because you're using it for the French. So you're getting in here, same idea, you know, drop the shoulder and everything breaks at the elbow. So when I get into it like this and I drop my shoulder, I'm taking out the, like a lot of people when they do this, they tend to swing. So if I drop the shoulder and then only thing that's moving right now is the dumbbell and I'm breaking my elbow from there. So I'm almost like dropping the shoulder to take all the pressure off and it's just bicep. Drop, up. So all the pressure starts off between the ring and the pinky and it just ends right here. So I go to full flex. I'm not coming all the way up here because that's basically your front delt. So when I drop, it comes to here. That's as far as it comes up. I find with people that are standing upright or doing like this, they tend to come up and they bring it up here and you can see my elbow's up and my shoulder's now engaged. So if I drop it, if I don't use my shoulder, it's only bicep. So that's my preference when I do biceps is I want to just isolate it. So I don't want the shoulder to engage. I drop the shoulder, bring it up, and then slow down. And you can see from the side, my elbow doesn't travel front and back. It doesn't go this way. So when I come up and go down, elbow doesn't move. So up, down, and go to the other side. So it's more of an isolated movement. Just over the years, what I've kind of come up with, and it's nothing new. A lot of pros lift that way. It's just kind of a technique that you see very seldom done in gyms because everyone wants to swing the weight and lift heavier and blah, 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 blah. So lower the weight, do it properly. It makes it very easy. All right, so French curl, what you do is you're gonna sit back, things up, you're gonna break the elbow all the way back to your field stretch, extend up, break, extend. So think of this just like you're doing like a dumbbell press. Like you see my shoulder blades and everything are flat against the bench. My chest is up. My elbows are pointing towards the ceiling. So I'm not moving my elbows front and back. Everything's here. So basically my arms break and it's up. Arms break and it's up. So basically it's isolation. So keep your elbows exactly where they are when you first break them and press up from there. And there you go. Rep range, go to failure. Go to failure for each one. So you can get like 12, 15 per arm for dumbbell curl and get into the French curl and just go until your forearm starts to break. If your left arm breaks before your right, then that's the end of the set. That's where a lot of people kind of go astray is my right arm is stronger than my left arm, blah, 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 blah. Let your concentrate on your weaker arm. And that's where I had to learn the hard way as I was coming up. If you concentrate on your weaknesses, the weaknesses will shorten the gap. They're not going to completely close the gap off between the two. But if you concentrate on your weakness, like that weaker body part, it will start to close the gap. So you go until your weak one fails, and then that's it. That's the end of the set. So that's the name of the game. You're being judged on how symmetrical your body is. So everyone has one body part that's stronger than the other one, or one leg that's bigger than the other leg, blah, 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 all over your body. So what you got to do is you always got to concentrate on the weak spots of your body. Because the strong ones, they're going to continue to grow. That's just your anatomy, your genetics. You have big triceps but small biceps, or your right arm's way bigger than your left because you're right-handed. It's just the way you develop over your age or over your basically your lifespan. So what you got to do is you got to concentrate on your weakness. So if your biceps are weaker than your triceps, you concentrate on the full movement, the full flex, as much blood as you can get in the bicep. And you go do the same with the tris, but you don't kill them. And then if your left arm is bigger than your right, well, you go until your left arm fails, and that's the end of the set. So it goes for any body part. Any one that's the weaker body parts, you concentrate on the weak, and the strong will catch up. Or sorry, the weak will catch up. So that's my advice. Take that and put it into your next training split.